Good afternoon. My name's Neil Banbury and I'm the General Manager for Kindred's UK business. I've been with the group for 12 years now and have had the opportunity to work across a number of areas, including finance, strategy, and now the commercial team, where for the last 5 years I've been responsible for our UK business. I feel really proud to stand here today with an opportunity to share just how successful our efforts have been in the UK, the market that was Kindred's biggest in the first half of this year. But why do we think that you should be interested to hear about the UK? The UK market is the acid test of any operator in any market. And it's the acid test because of the high standards and the complexity in the regulation, the intensely competitive marketplace, and the maturity of customer expectations. And following a strategic assessment a number of years ago that Kindred was big in small markets but small in big markets, we set out with a clear intention to change that by seeking to crack the UK. And now we have a long, successful track record as a challenger in this market that is the acid test. Continued success in the UK, therefore, is a great platform for wider success as we seek to both deliver sustainable and profitable growth from our core markets and grow in the US. But let's show you a little bit more about our UK business.
What a goal! What a goal! This place has erupted!
Wonderful finishing! Joe Aribo, his 9th goal of the season! His first in Europe!
Measuring the distance with the jab. Let's have a look at it here. What a punch that is! Fury with the uppercut! What a punch! And it's Montague who takes the Unibet London mile final.
As Neil showed in his section, UK Kindred's biggest market in the first half of 2022. We have a top 10 market position with around a 3% market share, and we've demonstrated just how successful you can be building a high-growth, profitable business as a challenger brand if the market is big enough. And given how high our ambitions are in the UK, it's hugely encouraging for us to be delivering this level of profitability at our current market position. And it's exciting to think, therefore, about what's possible in the future. The UK is the only market at Kindred where Unibet's not the biggest brand, so 32 Red's around 1.5 times the size of Unibet. And we run our UK business from our hub in Gibraltar with support from all of the key global centres of excellence. So let's look closer now at the journey to get to where we are now. We've massively outperformed the wider UK market, and I claim that outperformance on the basis of growing at more than 3 times the market growth rate and more than doubling the size of our UK business at an incremental profit rate of 40% over the last 3 years. Now, this chart shows our revenues, our profit, and our profit margin in the UK, and it's indexed so that 2021 revenues are set to 100. On the chart, 2018 is the first full year where we have the current business makeup, and therefore the growth story from 2018 onwards is a pure organic one. As we've profitably scaled the business in that time, the complexity of the environment in which we've done that has increased significantly. Customer expectations are now much higher, with those expectations being informed by best-of-breed digital experiences. Regulatory pressures have increased significantly, and there's much tighter controls in place. And we've increased the scrutiny of our own operations as part of our journey towards zero. So that increased complexity now requires a highly sophisticated operator to be able to deliver the level of customer experience that can build long-term sustainable loyalty with customers and deliver shareholder return. Now, on the left side of this chart, you'll see one of the key drivers for our growth from 2014 to 2018 has been acquisition. We bought Stan James in 2015 and then bought 32 Red in 2017. Stan James brought UK sportsbook and racing heritage into the group. That set the foundation for the anglicisation of our sports offering and also the building of our Kindred racing product, which has been a huge success. And that now in turn is the foundation for KSP, which you'll hear a lot more about later. And then 32 Red, that brought casino expertise and an experience of running an authentically casino-first business into our group. It also brought a very strong and powerful brand. And the two acquisitions have delivered Kindred with a presence in Gibraltar, which now is one of our biggest global hubs. And I also brought great talent into our group. And I think that it's been a hugely valuable thing for us as a business to welcome talent from UK-centric organisations, as our UK ambitions have really caused us to challenge and evolve our ways of working. But let's look then at what has enabled this level of growth. I see two key pillars sitting beneath this success in the UK. The first is a focus on profitability, and the second is a focus on sustainability. And both of those speak to an obsession with the quality of our revenues. So, profitability first. Not every pound of gross win is equal. And as a challenger in the market, we pick our battles selectively. We are more than happy to watch other operators chasing gross win that we have no interest in. Delivering gross win is easy. It is significantly harder to deliver sustainable profits. And those are highly dependent on the customer behaviour, the types of bets and games, the retainability of the behaviour, the sustainability of the behaviour, and all of the costs associated with the behaviour. And taking that view has enabled us to build consistency between how, where, when, why we position our brands, and then the experience and the product that we deliver. The profitability focus also informed by rich data within our acquisition funnel, CX insights, brand and target audience metrics, and a sophisticated understanding of what sustainable business looks like. To give an illustration of the CX data that we can use, we're collecting customer feedback on the micro drivers within every customer journey that we've defined for every brand in every market that we're in. And we understand for each of those micro drivers its importance in driving revenues. And therefore, we can work with the tech teams to focus and prioritize development efforts in a sophisticated way that means we can improve not just customer experience, but also the financial performance. So to show the outcome of that kind of focus, two charts on this slide. The one on the left shows indexed growth in blue of the volume of new customers joining our brands between 2018 to 2021. And in pink, the revenue contributed by new customers in the calendar year that they join. And you can see the value of customers growing significantly faster than the volume. Very important to highlight, this is not a result of chasing the type of business that will come under pressure from affordability type restrictions, but rather it is a result of optimizing our business away from zero value and negative value traffic, of which there is plenty in the UK. And as a result of that, and in combination then with improvements in technology and processes, we've been able to deliver a hugely valuable improvement in our bonus efficiency. So sustainability. For us, and within commercial, a focus on sustainability has to be about everything that we do. And we need to take that holistic type approach, given the complexity of the environment and given how dynamically things are changing. We have our journey towards zero, and that has increased our own scrutiny on our operations and the way that we do things. We also welcome the opportunity to strengthen the licensed environment in the UK as part of the white paper process. We've engaged constructively in that process and will continue to do so. And although we continue to await the content of the white paper, we have been building out our business rules and our processes in a way that we view as sustainable, but also consistent with the likely direction of travel. And in addition, we remain humble in respect of the expectations that the Gambling Commission has of UK licensed operators. And through dialogue with the regulator as part of ongoing licence reviews, we continue to evolve the day-to-day work and our processes to ensure that we discharge our licence obligations in a way that meets the regulator's expectations. We're selling an entertainment experience, so our brands are positioned in a way to attract those seeking exciting entertainment, and there's a differentiated proposition and a differentiated route to market for each of the brands. But what's consistent across our brands is our belief in the importance of putting safer gambling messages at the heart of everything we do from an advertising perspective. We want to normalise the use of limits rather than normalising an expectation of bonus. And customer protection now really built into the join journey for customers. And a great example of this is that we are now able to block all activity for a customer where we detect red flags for financial vulnerability as they register for one of our brands. Now that should be a positive for the customer. It's also a net positive for us, as it allows us to take another step forward on the journey to zero, and it prevents business that actually is unprofitable for us. Further, every customer is assigned a limit when they join. Customers can choose to lower those limits through the use of our voluntary tools, or they can provide further information about themselves and ask to increase the limits. Increasingly as well then, the availability of product, the availability of reward is becoming dependent on the profile of customer. But we also increasingly build protection into our play journeys. We have lower slot stake limits across our whole portfolio now in the UK, and the volatility of our product is reducing over time. As customers play, our player safety early detection system monitors the risk profile of their behaviour. And we see risk as a continuum, and we want to be able to support customers to lower risk in their behaviour in a proactive way that helps to prevent problems before they occur. We're preparing a trial now on 32 Red, whereby we will surface and share this data with the customers so that they can better understand their behaviour. I see that as a really powerful step on the journey towards zero, and very excited to see the result of that. As a result of all of these efforts and our focus on sustainability, we see very positive development in the health of our UK revenues. The percentage of revenues in the UK that's coming from customers exhibiting high-risk behaviours is down to 3.8%, and that's a very positive trend in recent times. The effectiveness of our interactions with customers once high risk has been detected is over 80% in terms of seeing customers go on to exhibit a lower risk profile of behaviour. And we continue to work really hard to move both of those KPIs in the right direction with the goals we have for the next year. Average monthly spend of our customers is also reducing, and that indicates another step towards a more recreational customer database. And we'll see this as a real positive as we get fit for purpose for the new reality and build very strong foundations to capture the future opportunity. But I also see sustainability as a commercial opportunity. As people trust our brands and the way that we operate, It becomes a key reason to join us, and it becomes a key reason to stay with us. Also becomes a key reason for commercial partners to work with us, as our efforts really do genuinely set us apart, and we become a partner of choice for key rights holders. Also very powerful, obviously, in attracting and retaining the best talent. But what does all this mean for looking forward? We have a huge opportunity for further market share gains in the UK via quality execution. We've massively outperformed the market, and I expect us to continue to do that. I'm confident saying that, given our track record, and given our increased scale, and given our increasingly complete control of our customer-centric technology. So we are in a transformationally different position now from which to build than we were just 3 short years ago. And crucially, we remain focused on taking a significantly higher share of the profit in the industry than the gross win in the industry. I'm very proud of the journey in the UK to this point. We remain humble about the road ahead, but we remain very hungry for more success. And we have the capability to translate this success in the UK into other regulated markets, regardless of our market position. The UK is the acid test, and our success in the UK gives us huge confidence across our entire portfolio.